James chapter 1 verse 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High. For the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man.
Meaning you can't make the Most High do wickedly, and the Most High, he have no need to make you do something wicked.
Right.
All right? You're responsible. All right? Lest the Lord allow for a spirit to entice you, which that's ultimately how it happens.
That's the experiment to deal with Job.
You know, he doesn't do it.
Right.
But he does try your spirit to see if you're gonna maintain your integrity or if you're gonna fall to temptation.
Actually, there's two different tests like that. One is he'll allow temptation to take you, or he'll let wisdom try you. One of those ways will prove if you. It's usually both though, if you really think about it.
Right.
Are you gonna be wise in this situation, or are you gonna get tempted by that situation? If you get tempted by that, and then wisdom ain't gonna dwell, it's the same type of test, really, to prove if you're gonna be faithful to him or not.
Hey, and we brought the example of adultery. Niggas just that temptation, they just like, man, fuck it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Wicked jakes that they choose to follow the flesh instead of actually escaping temptation. All right, a married chick walk by and she half naked. If you trying to basically get away from the temptation, you finna turn away from that bitch and basically don't even acknowledge her existence. But if you tempted, you know what I'm saying, don't blame the temptation on the Most High.
Right.
This is all within you. If you want that smoke, instead of turning away from her, you gonna go and see about it. You're gonna make sure that temptation is there to entice you.
See how far it's gonna allow you to go.
You know?
How far you can go. And to go that far, you wanna go all the way though. You're hoping to go all the way, down deep.
Yep.
Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yeah. And temptation is the enticement to sin. All right? That's what it is. But what entices you to sin? Your flesh.
Lust of the flesh, lust of the eye.
That tingle in your rod. the
Sparkle in your eyes.
sparkle in your eye, the lust of the eyes.
The
eye, you know what I'm saying?
Rush.
The high that you feel when you putting the blunt in your damn mouth. That's what makes you want to do these things. You know, follow after these acts, man.
The anxiety you feel when you about to do these things.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
That's Jake, man. Jake is wicked. They get a kick out of doing wicked shit, man.
I read a post by somebody, a female, that said, sex is cool or whatever, but let's hit a lick and split it. That really gets me going.
Right.
You know, like, that's what hypes you up? Hitting a lick, for real, and then split it?
Remind me like off the Boondocks, the little kid.
Yeah.
He said, I like doing bad things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The little nigga kid that stole the car. Yeah. Okay, James 1:14. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
Man, I gotta have it. I don't care if I gotta die. I gotta have it.
That's that 50 Cent.
Get rich or die trying.
Rich or die trying.
Or whatever you set your mind to that you're trying to get. You know? That's an evil covetousness, man. Thou shalt not covet. You know? Hey, and like adultery, that's you breaking several commandments with that one sin.
That's fucked up.
You know? And that's usually the case with adulterers. It's that temptation. You know, and you can't say the Lord made you want to go and sleep with that woman. No, the lust of your eyes, man. You kept on gazing at her. Why you think the Lord said if you look after a woman and lust after her in your heart, you already committed adultery. You know?
Sitting out there in the midst with another man's wife.
Man,
So
neither sit at her with at the wine.
That gets all your juices and emotions and all that. I mean, put yourself in that situation.
You enticing yourself even more.
To make bad judgments.
Exactly. You know you used to smoke and you trying to stop, but then you allow your homeboys to leave the weed with you.
Right.
You know? You wanna obviously you wanna get caught up.
Hey, for all you ex-weed smokers or you niggas that have been trying to quit and never could, how many times you been around your homeboys or family, whoever that smoke weed, they be like, nah, I don't smoke no more. But no matter what, they still try to pass it to you. You know? How many times does that happen? How many times did you take it versus denying it? You're gonna have to stop hanging with niggas like that. But that's not appeasing to your flesh. You want to kick it with those people. It don't make you happy to not be with those people. You're gonna get hit. I got it already. Right now? We have more. We still have more, right?
Yeah. Verse 15. James 1 and 15. Then when lust has conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
That's our people. You know? They do shit without thinking first, man. And they don't realize the certain shit, the type of things that they do, it could cost them their life later. They just in the moment. Jake like to live for the moment, man.
Yeah, YOLO spirit.
That YOLO, I'm just living in the moment, man. You know? They like that instant gratification. You know, whatever makes me feel right now at the moment, that's what they're gonna do. It appeases me if I smash this woman, even though she belonged to another man. It appeases me if I smoke this blunt because it's in front of my face. It'll appease me if I eat this swine because I like the way it tastes.
Or shrimp or whatever.
Or it'll appease me to rob this nigga so I can take the luxurious items from him so I can go off and stunt and impress these slut hoes out here.
So what's the physical manifestation that's promoting all this? The so-called white man.
Yep.
Rap music, this media.
Yep.
You know? He's promoting all that for you to go off, man, for you to be wicked, man. That's why I was getting on his ass earlier, man.
Yep.
You know? He's the root of all of that. I mean, it ain't even just that he's the root, he perpetuates it. But he thought his hand wouldn't be caught in it if he just put it out there and you did it, and then you perpetuated it to the people. But you can stop that. Just like you don't want all these, say, if like truth rap, you know, Jake trying to come out with this conscious rap. Just like you stopped conscious rap and went to gangster rap and drug rap and whatever else you do now, you perpetuated that stuff. That's what you want. You could have stopped all that other stuff and had wholesome rappers only, Will Smiths everywhere. But that's not what you wanted. Yeah, Public Enemies, KRS-Ones or whoever. But that's not what you want. You want all these druggy ass niggas out here pushing that drug rap and all that gangster wicked rap.
The white man know what he's doing because that's in the book of Jeremiah 31st chapter.
Yeah.
You know, they try to get Israel to go off.
Yeah.
They're like, oh Lord, look what they're doing. You know? Look what your people doing. They're going off.
Like the scripture says in Revelations, they're accusing us day and night.
Yeah. And this man, he creates these environments for this situation. He puts Jake in a fucked up living arrangement, so he'll have that type of shit to talk about. Then he'll ask him for what Jake is going through. Tell me what you're going through. And when Jake go out there and talk about, well, give me something about, have you ever robbed? Like Eazy-E did that song. What's the name of that song on Easy Does It? About robbing somebody. You know, how was your life as a young, ruthless lifestyle. When he talked about 211 and what he would do to rob niggas and whatever else he would do. That type of mentality, the industry asks for that type of stuff, so they can find out the mentality of what you Jakes is doing.
It's all a part of Esau's wicked ass plan to lock you Jakes up. Mm-hmm. You know, that's a part of it. The gangster rap to go out here beat niggas, gang bang, shoot each other, sell each other drugs, and
Be a homosexual.
yeah.
I was going there next.
Shit, homosexual agenda, man.
I was gonna say this real quick, then we'll go right into that, right? Who was that? Al Gore? Was it Al Gore? Who was the vice president for Bush? HW. Not Al Gore. It was No. The old.
Dick Cheney.
No, from 88 to 92.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah, the first one. Whatever his name was, the vice president. He went after Tupac because Tupac made that song about shooting cops. Dan Quayle. I was thinking of a bird. I couldn't think of which bird. Dan Quayle.
Ice-T.
Ice-T did the cop killing one, but he really got on Tupac, and he said because that's going to incite people to go kill cops. Because he knew what the music do to people. But it's not a problem when he was talking about when other rappers were talking about going shoot other niggas. NWA was talking about that. We didn't like what they were saying, but when they was talking about shooting each other, fuck the police, you had a problem with that. But when you're talking about killing each other, you had no problem with that type of shit. Because you know what that tampering with the subliminal consciousness does to Jake.
And Esau knows what he did when he essentially helped create that rap music, not rap music, that gangster rap shit.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing, and he watched the music come out, then he watched the people turn it to that. So that's when he went to the skinny jeans and said, "We keep going, we can make all these niggas famous."
Like that Edomite, the Ruthless record Edomite.
Jerry Heller.
You guys got something special here. You know, I never seen something like this, but he knew. They know.
Yeah.
They know the Jake has that power that make people listen, gravitate to. And they using that shit as a weapon against you niggas, man.
And they gonna use it for you to take the chip. They already used it and it's working on you to become homosexuals and faggots and lesbians. Now they gonna use it on you in drug poppers, not in drug pushers, no more drug poppers. They're doing that to the point that they're gonna get you to take that chip with the same old routine. They have it laid out. But I was gonna go into the whole faggot agenda that they knew that it worked and they used it for that. Nobody cares Baby and Lil Wayne was tongue kissing or whatever the hell they was doing. Nobody care about that shit no more. Niggas coming out the closet like it ain't nothing. Terry Crews told you I did a whole bunch of faggot acts. And nobody even said nothing about this man. And nigga, you a faggot, you got a wife.
Nigga Diddy he's blatant with this shit.
Blatant now.
I don't know if y'all saw that drink champs with Nori.
Yeah,
with Fabulous.
Yeah.
He pretty much.
He was talking about a party, and it wasn't the normal type of parties, man. Like, why don't you never come party with me?
Yeah, right.
And be like, what you mean? Like, we've been at events and no, like, I'm talking about me and you throwing a party.
Yeah, then he asked them, let me take you shopping or some gay shit.
Some way out shit, man.
Yeah, man. They, like you said, they just blatant with it. And eventually, you know, these 2/3 niggas, they already accept the shit because they don't call it out.
Yeah. The scriptures tell you in Romans, if you're not against it, you with it.
Yeah.
But we can go back to what you had. You want me to go to Peter's or what that was it on what we had?
Yeah, he finished that as James.
I got 2 Peter. The 2 Peter chapter 2, I will start up at 18. Yeah, it says, for when they speak great swelling words of vanity, they are lured through the lust of the flesh, through much wantonness,
undisciplinedness.
Yep.
That's another thing. Our people, they don't have enough discipline. They don't know how to put themselves in check and put themselves under subjection, man.
Self-control.
No self-control. Yep. So they become led away of their lust, man. Yep. You know, it's just an urge that's in them, and they become very fucking dedicated to fulfilling that urge, man. Yep. That's why Jake will do anything he'll do anything to become rich in a society, man.
Yep.
Or to be to win acceptance from these broads or whatever the case may be.
Right, man. Somebody.
Yeah. You know.
Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways.
Yep. And that's what Jake will do. Jake choose the oppressor's ways because they see it work for him. Get one of those in Sirach. Talk about that. It might be the 11th or 12th chapter.
I'm not sure, but can you finish that in Peter? Finish that in Peter.
It says For when they speak great swelling words of vanity, they allure through the lust of the flesh. Through much wantonness, those that were clean escape from them who live in error.
Right.
So while they promise them liberty, they themselves are the servants of corruption.
They're the servants of corruption. All right? They basically, they put themselves into bondage of ways that's going to kill them, even though it feels comfortable to them.
Yeah.
You know, I just can't put the smoke down. It feels good too much. This is how I cope with things. You know, I gotta do Jake with a drinking problem. They can't put the alcohol down because they feel good destroying themselves just for that temporal buzz, man.
Yeah.
Or you gotta have that woman because you just so curious as to how that snatch feel when you up in it, knowing that she doesn't belong to you.
Yeah.
You know, that's what our people do. 144, right on the back of that car. You become the servants of corruption, man. Go ahead.
It says, for of whom a man is overcome, the same is he brought in bondage.
Now, basically, you just a slave to those works now, man.
Yeah.
You only get off to that now. You know? Now you don't have a soul. You don't, the scriptures say you can't serve two masters. You will cleave to the one and hate the other. If you choose mammon, you're a servant to mammon now. You're in bondage to serving money. And we know the love of money is the root of all evil. So now you're just doing wicked shit because you showing your allegiance to money. Like that clown Polite. You know? That nigga then robbed and thieved his way and conned his way into a few millions. Now he like all them niggas that I done robbed and stole from, fuck those niggas. I'm now I can go and live. I could go in Beverly Hills, I can go to the islands and sip daiquiris, I could drive the vehicle I always wanted, I can have these multiple wives or whatever. Or I could rent wives, that's what that nigga do. He rent wives and shit, man. They ain't his real wives.
I was gonna say this.
Them bitches, as long as he got the money, he could fuck on them and do what he want.
Yeah.
You know?
I was gonna say this is the fucked up part about it. When you was talking about all the shit that he was doing, it sounded like what he was doing before he started doing the conscious world, but that was in the conscious world you were talking about. Because he proclaimed he did that before the conscious life. Then he came out of it, you niggas listened, didn't realize he just found a new hustle doing the same shit he'd been doing, robbing and stealing from you niggas, man. The same shit. Lying to you, getting over.
Yep.
Same shit.
He did all that just to get all that money, and now you see what he really worshiped.
Yep.
All that Egyptology, the gods, the Egypt gods and all that. The nigga let it be known when he put the video out of him bowing down and praying to them bands on that bed. He showed you right then and there, that's what he really after. That's what motivates him. You know? That money, which he showed you he was willing to do all that wickedness and all that evil just so he can live that lifestyle. All right? And Son Netter, that old fool, he no different.
He mad at him because he got up there and didn't share. The light got there and didn't share. It says, verse 20, for if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach and Savior, they are again entangled therein.
But this is dealing with those that were in the light,
right,
but that fell back into the darkness, man.
Yep. And like it says in 2 John, they went out from us because they were not of us. If they were of us, they would not have continued with us. Something, I think I said it right.
And now you went from serving the Lord in the spirit to now serving your flesh in the world.
Yep.
Now you serve mammon. Now you back under the old lust that you once had. Don't it tell you to mortify your members when you come into this thing and become a new man? But when you fall out, you go right back to that old man. Now you back under them old wicked lust. If you was a pimp in the world, you came into the truth, you found out that that's whoremongering, that's wrong. You stopped doing it for a certain period of time, but that itch for it is starting to come back. Like, man, I remember when I used to have these bitches, man. I was getting money, I had my way, I was doing this, and that's all that is happening in the back of your mind. That's what Satan is basically trying to bring that back to you. And then you, instead of you rebuking it, you like, man, shit. It sounds good to go back into that game. Next thing you know, you're denouncing the truth. And now you're going back to being a pimp. You know? And you even got more demons on you now, so you probably not just hustling and slanging hoes. Now you slanging pills with them hoes. You know? Now you making hella money now. 'Cause now you selling prostitutes, you selling drugs too.
And this is the thing that Jake feel like they got shit figured out. Oh, I was doing it wrong the last time. Let me do it this way now. I done got a little knowledge. That's why niggas come in and try to this truth and try to get this word, but they don't really have nothing good for it. They ain't really got good intentions for it. They just really want to use it to up some hustle that they got somewhere else in life.
Case in point, the Christian pastor, the church pastor. Some of them, the reason why they are good at finessing these women and getting all their money is because they used to be pimps in the world. You used to be a pimp. You know that he's used to talking to women, man, tapping into their emotions, man.
And then so that works on the
So now let me get into this and use this. Now I'm gonna be way better at it.
So who's the ones in the front pew in the church? The women.
And what did he say in the Carnegie from Book of Eli? What did he say? I know what to tell him. I just don't have the words, but the book has the words. So everybody want to use this angle, but they're using it deceitfully. You're gonna get killed for that shit. Everybody that uses this word deceitfully gonna get killed for that.
Yeah, man. So you don't wanna backslide back into that life, because all you're gonna do is cause more destruction upon yourself. You know. But we talking about, we originally talked about how one of the reasons why they refuse to even come into this thing is because they refuse to detach themselves from the temptations and the lust that they have, which is of this world. They're afraid of losing this world, which if they walk away from this world, they walk away from the appeasement, of the flesh, the lust of their flesh that's in this world, man. They got to give up the pill popping and running through all these sluts and whores and
money making and hustling and scheming and so on and so forth. Wasting time and energy on bullshit.
Or selling their souls, to the devil. But that was pretty much the point. You was holding?
I had that. They had that in Sirach.
Oh, 11, yeah. Sirach 11.
Sirach.
Because we read earlier, the ways of the wicked seduce them, right? This goes with it.
In Sirach chapter 11, verse 21. Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord Yahweh and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord of the sudden to make a poor man rich.
Yeah, so you don't have to be in the ways of sinners to get that. Just stay in the way of righteousness. But he gonna try you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get is it Sirach? Or Wisdom of Solomon 4? It's Sirach 4. I'm gonna get it. It's right here. It's But let me say this about that. If you walk in the way of wisdom and not in the way of wickedness, and marvel at the way that the sinners walk, then you don't have to deal with the pollutions and the temptation. You're gonna be able to cut that off and understand that, like the brother said, you gotta have vision. You can see where the end of this thing is gonna lead you to. Okay? But it's not an easy path though. You have to prepare yourself to go through a tough road.
Say like you jakes that still want to, sell out and because you seeing how these entertainers are living.
Yep.
Do you think Chris Brown is really living good?
Right.
You think because of that mansion and the nice cars and the groupies that he got, there's access to women? You think he's happy, or do you think he's depressed?
Right.
If you think he's happy, explain to me why this man is always constantly getting locked up, and why does he have a drug problem?
Why is he always doing some weird up shit?
Off
in Italy on motorcycles and shit, getting pulled over by the cops, probably pinching white women asses and shit, and then getting thrown in jail. Just weird old shit he do. Hey,
that nigga's back in. He's back in the media right now.
He beat up a chick or something?
I don't know what he did, but this motherfucker got a felony, man. But you rich. You're supposed to be chilling, man. But that shows you that even those entertainers, once they get to this lifestyle that you, Jake, want, they even see that this shit is not wrapped up to be what it is, man.
Example right there, they didn't want to come over. Let's go see what's up, man. We didn't want to get his deeds reproved. They were evil.
The hell with Jake, man.
Yeah.
Fuck Jake.
Go ahead, bro.
He's a man. He went over, came over by himself.
This is Sirach, chapter 11, verse 50. No, it's Sirach. Verse 4 is 4. Sirach, chapter 4, verse 11. Wisdom exalteth her children and layeth hold of them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy.
Talking about wisdom.
He that holdeth her fast.
But wisdom is the light that we've been talking about. Okay? So you have to walk in this light of wisdom. Where is this wisdom found? Inside the Bible. Inside the men, the prophets of the men that wish the word for Yahweh.
He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and wheresoever she entereth, the Most High will bless. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her, the Lord doeth love. Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely.
Those men that are in the hand that you can't pluck out, they love the Lord truly, man. You can't get them because he loved them. He ain't gonna let no temptation pluck you out. That wickedness can take you. You're not gonna let a diverse temptation come in and snatch you and pull you back into the world with 8 more demons on you. He gonna protect you. Even if you start to fuck up a little bit, he gonna correct you and get you back into the position where he wants you.
And he always finds a way for you to escape.
Yep.
That you may bear it, He that I follow the words of my patience, I will deliver him from the hour of temptation.
If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her.
And like the brother was saying earlier, this is work. The scripture says, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High God, not unto yourself, not unto your teacher, not unto your pastor, not unto your mama, daddy, or whoever, unto the Most High God. That means you got to know yourself, where your own personal limits are at. Because that's what the standard the Heavenly Father's going to judge you at. Not what the next man's doing, but what level you can go to. Okay?
If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. For at first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws.
Like it says in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, the 6th chapter, to desire her is the love of discipline, the want of discipline first. When you first come towards wisdom, you gotta desire discipline to know where your boundaries are at. To say, you know what, something's wrong with the world, and it's all every man for himself, do what thou wilt, straight out the Satanic Bible. the way the mentality is over here. But you know what? I want to know where the discipline is. I want to know where my boundaries are. I want to know how far in this direction I can go, how much I can do of this or not to do it at all, or if I can, or if I should be doing something else. That's what this wisdom will teach you from the Heavenly Father, from the Creator Himself. When He was blueprinting and writing it out, or speaking it out how He wanted it, He had it all figured out. Wouldn't you want to know what His vision was for this? To learn from? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 18. Then will she return the straight way unto him and comfort him and show him her secrets.
Hey, the thing about us, man, I've seen brothers use wisdom in this way. Like you can see brothers all look around, but damn, I don't know what to do. Then a brother, it will click with one brother and all brothers will fall right in. Yep, the right thing to do is to do this or not to do that. It'll all just be right there in the spirit for us all, right there, of what to do and what not to do. It'll be wisdom coming right to us and meeting us in every thought. That, hey, this is how you get out of this. This is how you deal with this situation. The niggas in the world don't have that to their advantage. They still trying to feel with their emotions everywhere. Go ahead.
Verse 19. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruin.
It's a dangerous game, fella.
Go back to becoming what?
A nigga.
Yep.
In the world.
There again, entangled with the lust of the filthy.
You become servants of corruption. You know? That's that second, going back to 2 Peter, 2nd chapter. You know, you go back to that you know, what's that, wallowing in the mire?
Yep, back to the filth. Like a pig, like a dog returns to his own vomit, a pig back in the mud.
That's what happens, man. But you know, I'm not gonna read my pre because the spirit been changed up when he kept reading. Yeah. I had a precept for like back at the second verse.
No, read it.
No,
yeah,
it's
read that second verse.
Second verse I read.
What he just read, right? In that chapter?
Yeah, Sirach 11, right?
11, yeah.
Wasn't it 11?
It's 12. He that loveth, he loveth life.
We're in 4 now.
Yeah,
We're on 4, but Sirach 11.
21st verse?
Yeah, 21. That's where I was.
No, read it again, bro. It's good.
This is Sirach chapter 11, verse 21. Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labors, for it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord of the sudden to make a poor man rich.
Go from there to Psalms 37. Read from the top all the way to like the 9th verse. And we can end off with that.
Psalms 37 and 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers. Therefore be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
And our people envy them, man. You know? You want their position of power, but look what they doing in the earth. Look at their position of power, man. It's all filthy and evil and corrupt. You don't want that position of power, man. You want a righteous position of power. You want righteous rulership.
You want something that'll work against anybody, not just against the weak. Because that wickedness only works against the weak.
Yeah, man. Finish.
Verse 2. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Yep. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed.
Yep, go ahead.
Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee desires of thine heart.
They're the things that the Lord knows you have need and wants and desires, man. But right now, everything is corrupted, so you got to hold off to that, because these things in the world, it'll corrupt you. So we got to wait until the Lord gives us the kingdom where everything is actually incorruptible. That's why we're seeking what? An incorruptible crown. All right? Things that don't rust. All right? And it does. Thieves do not break in and steal. Ain't nobody gonna steal our crowns. Okay? Ain't no heathen going to even dare think to touch one of our golden scepters or rods of iron,
They
man.
ain't gonna cross their mind.
They won't even cross their mind.
Remember one year you used a death row chain.
Right.
You can't break that. Orlando Anderson ain't coming to steal a death row chain.
Nah, that's not happening.
You know?
Go ahead.
Verse 5. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass.
Yep.
And
he's going to bring what to pass? The kingdom.
Right.
We're in the kingdom. We're going to get our heart's desires, man. We're going to get as many women as we want. That's what you jakes you sell your souls for.
Yeah.
You ain't going to have to, in the kingdom, you ain't got to sell nothing. That's just going to be your inheritance. To have women. That's part of rulership in the kingdom, being a priest and a king of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah.
Right.
You know, being an Israelite. Go ahead, huh?
Verse 6. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday.
Go ahead.
Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass.
Yeah, the wicked that prosper in the earth, or they have all that wealth and material possession. They have the world's resources in possession. You know, don't envy that. They about to cough that up. They about to give it up. We gonna get that with we gotta have patience.
We're gonna get theirs the wicked way. We're gonna get ours the righteous way.
That's right.
I want to say this.
Really, we gonna take what's ours because really it belongs to us any
Well, that's
damn
a
way.
long time ago. Right, right.
Yeah.
I want to say this. Most Jake is on a real low level of things on the earth. No, how many Jakes you know that's trying to do what Evelyn D. Rothschild accomplished what he's accomplished in the earth?
Right.
Nobody wants that high level of bullshit that the Illuminati want. Y'all want to be low level kingpins and Tony Montana and dumb shit like that. You know, y'all ain't trying to live like the elite of the white man. You know, but we actually want to live above the elite of the so-called white man. Okay, strictly divine under the Heavenly Father and our Lord Yahweh Shah.
Verse 8. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth.
And that's plain. All right, we're gonna end off with that. We're gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaRakakwadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone, our teachers, our elders, and Shalom Wa Barakatham to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.